Imagine this. You're staring at a bill, a sudden expense, maybe even just the creeping dread of an empty fridge. Your wallet? Echoes. Your bank account? A digital wasteland. You think, there's gotta be a way. Then, you remember Beforepay. That little app promising a cash advance before your next paycheck. A lifeline. But a nagging question lingers, a tiny, persistent voice whispering, can I even use it if I've got absolutely nothing? We've all been there, that tight spot where every dollar counts, or rather, where every dollar doesn't exist. The allure of instant access to funds is powerful, especially when you're staring down an urgent need. But the reality of financial apps and services isn't always as simple as the flashy ads make it seem. They're built on systems, algorithms, and, most importantly, your financial history. So, let's cut through the noise and get straight to the heart of it. Beforepay, like other similar services, operates on the principle of providing short-term cash advances based on your expected income. They assess your eligibility by analyzing your recent bank transactions, specifically your regular salary deposits. This is where the crucial detail lies. They need to see a consistent and predictable income stream. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the empty account. If your bank account shows absolutely zero balance, it raises a red flag. It indicates a lack of recent activity, and more importantly, no demonstrable income. Beforepay's algorithm is designed to identify patterns, to ensure they're lending to individuals who can reliably repay the advance. Without that pattern, without that evidence of incoming funds, it's highly unlikely they'll approve your request. Think of it like this, they're essentially giving you a loan based on the promise of future earnings. They need to see that promise reflected in your bank statements. A zero balance suggests there's no visible promise, no clear indication of when or how you'll be able to repay. However, it's not always a hard no. There are nuances. If you've recently started a new job and your first paycheck is imminent, but hasn't landed yet, you might have some wiggle room. You could contact Beforepay's customer support and explain your situation. They might request additional documentation, such as a payslip or employment contract, to verify your income. But, and this is crucial, this is an exception, not the rule. The standard operating procedure for Beforepay, and most similar apps, is to rely heavily on your bank transaction history. They need to see those consistent deposits to assess your risk and determine your eligibility. So, the short answer to the initial question is, it's highly unlikely you can use Beforepay if you have absolutely no money in your account. The system is designed to identify and verify a consistent income stream. It's not a magic money tree, but a tool for short-term financial assistance based on your existing financial behavior. It's a reminder that while these apps can be helpful, they're not a substitute for sound financial planning. Building an emergency fund, budgeting effectively, and understanding your income and expenses are the cornerstones of financial stability. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.